What's going on, campers? Campfacer here. Welcome back to another Texas Chainsaw Massacre the game video. Today we are looking at our third edition of the Muerto Times put out by Gun Interactive for the game. Before I get into the video, I just want to let you guys know I've been sick as a dog all week. It's been horrible. I tried to get up to make this video, so bear with me. It's a rough one. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Check the channel out, and if you're a new subscriber, I thank you. I appreciate it. So let's get into the Muerto Times. This is a fun way that Gun puts up on their subreddit on how to show off the incoming patches in the future. So we're looking at the third patch. They're thinking about fixing things, and they just have a few notes here. There's not a lot of information. We're going to go through it and then talk about each little thing they're fixing or under investigation or needs more information on. So to start, we have fix in testing. We have Connie and Leland cooldown increase. Now, what they're talking about is Connie has an ability to unlock doors instantly, and Leland has the ability to shoulder check and knock down family members in one shot. Now, each of those characters have a cooldown already, but apparently their cooldown is coming back too fast. They want to increase the cooldown so it takes longer. Now, I don't think Gun Interactive intended on players to play Leland running around the map and constantly knocking Leatherface or the cook on his ass. As funny as it could be, people are abusing it and using it to troll, and I think it should really be meant as a mechanic to get somebody out of a rough situation. But not everybody plays like that, you guys. People are running in circles, knocking Leatherface down, coming back, knocking him down again and over. It just seems a little cheeky to me, and I'm glad they're fixing that, putting a bigger increase on the cooldown. Connie's ability, though, isn't too crazy. I mean, she mainly only uses it once or maybe twice on a match, so maybe her cooldown will even happen in the beginning of the match, so it takes a little bit longer, so they're not escaping the basement right away. Maybe that's what they're talking about, too, with Connie. To me, it feels a little bit cheap. Like, she can get that door unlocked with an unlock tool in a matter of, like, 5 seconds, possibly. Maybe 30 seconds. So maybe the cooldown will start on her and take a little longer. Anyways, moving on to the next one in fix and testing, we have the Slaughterhouse Special Escapes. Now, there's 4 escapes on the Slaughterhouse. There's a generator escape. There's a Slaughterhouse battery escape. Then there's the fuse box escape, where you fix the fuse and you run down to the basement, and yet there's a timer on the door. And then there's the pressure valve escape. You go to the basement and fix the pressure valve, and you run up and you go out the pressure valve gate. So now I think they're talking about the pressure valve in the fuse box as a special escape, and they're probably looking into how easy it is for victims to run back and forth and get those done and slip right by the family members. Especially the pressure valve is a big problem right now at the Slaughterhouse, and the way that even Leatherface or somebody goes down to the basement to shut it back off, somebody like Leland can come up and stab him in the back and come around, hit him again, and so on. And it's an easy way, and I'm glad they're looking into fixing that. And I'm not trying to say, like, let's make the family extremely OP and let's nerf the hell out of the victim. I'm just saying things like this that are problems they need to look into. The last one on the fix and testing, we're looking at Sissy's Poison Bug. This is a huge one, you guys. Now, this one... Sissy has the ability to poison people, which I like. Don't get me wrong, I like that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But there's a perk that she has called Rubber Legs perk, which makes it so when she slashes a victim on the chase, if they get hit, they start getting disoriented and slow down. If she hits them again for the second time, it double stacks it on them, and then third, and then they can't move, and they're instantly dead. So when I see Sissy, I'm like, oh my god, no, because that perk, she runs Rubber Legs. Everyone's like starting to use it, and it gets to be very annoying. It's kind of game breaking. So if they could dial that way down a little bit at least, or do something about that, that would be great, because there's a lot of people now dodging lobbies when they see Sissy. It's extremely overpowered. That one perk. She's not as a character as a whole. It's just that one perk, the rubber legs perk. I think there's another perk stacked on top of that too, or comboed with that makes it even worse. Leave a comment down below if I'm saying this right, you guys. I believe that's what it is. But anyways, moving on to under investigation. Now the hitchhiker traps and ladders. I know exactly what they're talking about. When you climb a ladder as a victim, the hitchhiker could put a trap at the top of the ladder where you can't see it. So now when you're coming out of the animation, excuse me, you hit that trap instantly. You might even see the trap before you're at by the time you're climbing on the last few steps of the ladder, you're like, oh crap, there's a trap. It's too late. I'm coming out of animation and boom. To me, that seems a little bit cheeky and cheap. I do it. It's not like you can't do it. It's not like Gunn said that's not allowed. It just, they never expected players to do that. So now, what if they made it so you can't place the trap directly there? Maybe you could put it like a foot or two back from the top of the ladder where players come out of the animation. If they see it, they could be like, oh crap, there's a trap, and stop, and then walk to the left or walk to the right or go back down or whatever, but they don't instantly hit it. If they take the next step, then they hit it, that's on them. That's totally on them. Now, I know there's traps that you can place in front of like crawl spaces and such, but at least those ones you could see it through the crawl space and decide, oh crap, I'm not going that way. Because if I do, the animation is going to bring me into the trap instantly. But that's a little bit different than the ladder, because the ladder you can't see at the top of the ladder. And I do know there's crawl spaces with the grass that you can't see the trap hidden in the grass, but that's a grass problem, not the crawl space problem. That's part of the game mechanics, the game design rather, hiding stuff in the tall grass. That's fine with me. This is a totally different situation. I'm glad they're like looking into this because, you know, it just kind of takes away from like, should I climb up the ladder or not? I don't know. There might be a trap at the top of it. Now, the fuse box reset. Oh, hold on. Stealth balancing. This is one I'm not totally sure about. It could be anything. It could be balancing the way people are hiding in the shadows too much. Maybe they're tweaking something with that, which if that's the case, I think I have to say I disagree on that. I don't know if it's something to do with the stealth balance within the character's abilities and I don't know. This could be anything. Stealth balancing could mean anything in the game. I can't speculate on this at all, really. So anyways, I'm going to move on down to the fuse box reset. Now, to my understanding, because I've never done a reset on a fuse box, when the door closes, there's a timer on the fuse box. When you do the mini game with the math and you're putting the fuses in and you turn the fuse on and the door to the basement opens and now it's on a timer. If you don't get down there on time, the door shuts automatically and you're crap out of luck. You have to go back and reset the fuse. Now, instead of putting the fuse back in and doing the mini game all over again, all you got to do is go up and press and hold square. And it should just turn it back on, and it's too easy for victims to do that, apparently. So my guess is they're going to make it a lot harder, like you have to redo it again. I'm not 100% sure. We're speculating here. All we know is they're talking about resetting the fuse box, so maybe they're going to make it a lot harder to do that as a victim. And, you know, guys, I'm not trying to make, I'm not trying to make the family sound like they need to be OP as all hell. I'm saying victims are getting it too easy sometimes, and when it shouldn't be. You're in a horror movie. It should be scary. It should be really hard to escape in these games because it would be in real life, or it is in the horror movies. So why should it be different in a video game? I know people could say, well, then it wouldn't be fun and people wouldn't play it. Well, no, it'd just be more rewarding when you finally do escape. So anyways, moving on to the last but not least, needs more information. Stuck in spots and party disbanding. Obviously, stuck in spots is a glitch. They obviously got to fix that. But as far as party disbanding, my guess what they're talking about here is the problem we're having here with everyone not readying up because everybody... It's being held the lobby is being held hostage because nobody wants to be Leatherface. It's either they just don't like playing him or they're trying to work on other characters at the moment. I don't know what the problem is, but I've sat in a lobby for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and it gets very annoying, and then people start leaving the lobby to try to find a different one, and it starts all over again. So my guess is maybe Gun's trying to figure a way to either penalize people for leaving, or maybe an easier way that makes people want to be Leatherface, or maybe they're going to force people into being Leatherface. And I came up with a couple ideas on this. I think the easiest way to do it is the last person in the lobby, if there's no Leatherface selected yet, the last one in automatically has to be Leatherface, so it just makes them Leatherface. There's no changing it, nothing. I mean, that doesn't completely stop it, because they'll just leave if they don't like it. If they're like, I'm stuck with Leatherface, I'm out of here. Maybe Gunn will put a penalty on it. Maybe if you leave, there's a warning saying if you leave, you lose XP. I don't know. But by doing that at the same time, it would really kind of piss people off, and it seems kind of like a cheeky thing to do at the same time. I don't know. I was also thinking about like an automatic picker for each family member, like a spinny thing that like a flipper. It spins around, it starts slowing down more and more, and then it lands on a character. And whoever it lands on, you have to be that person. There's no going through the menu and selecting the character you want for a family member. But that to me seems cheeky too. Like you're forcing people to play who they don't want to play. I don't know. Anyways, what do you guys think about this? How could you fix the lobby from speeding up? What could Gun do to speed up this problem and fix this problem? If anybody has any ideas, put it down in the comments section below. I want to know your guys' thoughts on this whole video and the Morato times and the patch notes. Are you guys happy with these patch notes? Are you not so happy with them? Are you guys pissed off? They're changing Connie and Leland's cooldown. Are you guys Connie and Leland mains? So anyways, if you're new here, subscribe. Check out the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, campers, stay out of the woods.